Debra, and I'm with Janice MacDonald of Stella Bella Winery based in Margaret River. Janice is the winemaker there. How did you get involved in winemaking?
Oh, I think my interest in winemaking were purely from drinking. I really enjoyed the taste of wine, and I found in every bottle of wine that you opened, there was just another story to sort of unfold and discover. So it was just really the intrigue of a new bottle of wine.
And so what is the story behind Stella Bella?
Well, Stella Bella, Italian words, but you know they sort of translate into sort of beautiful stars, and I think about these wines as being sort of our beautiful stars, and the logo is trying to represent all those wonderful flavours and aromas. You know, we speak of fruits and flowers and lovely sort of uplifting things in wine, and I just wanted our label to express that sort of all those beautiful things that we see, and I also consider wine very much a drink of celebration. You know, we enjoy wine. It's a very uplifting sort of occasion to be drinking wine.
What are some of the difficulties in making a top-notch Chardonnay?
In Margaret River we're very fortunate because it's a variety that really does suit the region. So we get some beautiful sort of citrus flavours, sort of light, sort of lovely sort of white field flowers, almost sort of dry pear character, so really, really strong fruit flavours. So we're very blessed there. But at times, you know, those fruit flavours can be a little bit too overpowering. So we've got to be very careful when we choose to pick. So we need to try and retain a little bit of elegance in a wine. So we tend to pick a little bit earlier, so we'll retain some freshness and brightness.
And your style Chardonnay, should we be drinking it now? Is it meant for aging? What's the philosophy behind it?
It's as a very, very young wine, and 2007 is probably just getting past being a very young wine. They can look a little awkward. They do need a few years to sort of really sort of come together, but then these wines do have the capacity to live for a very long time. And we now seal all our wines under the screw cap, and that certainly allows these wines to age, I think, more gracefully and also for longer. So, you know, 5 years, maybe even 10 years, these wines will age very well.
You make other wine besides Chardonnay, so Suckfizzle and
I think to me the other sort of great variety out of Margaret River is of course Cabernet Sauvignon. We make a straight Cabernet under the Suckfizzle label. We do a Cab Merlot under Stella Bella. But then we also dabble with a few other varieties. So our first Stella Bella red wine was actually a Sangiovese Cabernet blend, which we still make today. We've dabbled with Tempranillo, which works quite well in Australia, also Viognier. We tend to sort of steer clear of the varieties that really require sort of, you know, a cooler climate. Certainly with Chardonnay and Cabernet blended wines, they are our strengths and the ones that we can make world-class wines from.
And Suckfizzle, where did that name come from?
It was the first wine that we made back in 1997, and I was making wines at another winery, and as was my partner Stuart, who's also a winemaker. And we thought, well, you know, what are we going to call this wine? We'll go out on a limb here, which, you know, a wine called Suckfizzle, you're certainly going out on a limb. But the Suckfizzle was a character in a Rabelaisian tale, and the reason for using Suckfizzle was really because of Rabelais, because he was a man who wrote in a time of a lot of religious persecution in France. Hence his stories were comic outwardly, but had quite a serious subtext. So we like to think that whilst this package might be a little bit comic, you taste the wine and you will see that these people are very serious about wine, but they have a sense of enjoyment with their wine. And that's my philosophy with wine. You know, it's a drink of celebration. Let's enjoy it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.